Hey guys, welcome back to Jay's
and Mark's Weekly Briefing. That's right, we've switched up our format and our name because we're coming at you once a week instead of twice a month.
Yes, guys, so that means twice as much, meaning 4 times a month. Every single week, you will see us.
So don't forget to subscribe.
Word. Anyways,
Jumping
so
right
let's
in,
get
guys.
right into it. Yep, that's it. Let's dive right in. So, Mark, I know that you did a live recap of the VMAs. Tell us about it.
So guys, if you didn't get a chance to tune in to my IG. It's in my highlights. I'm Mr. Mark Black. My girl here is Jay Feliz. Make sure you follow us. Basically, there were the highlights of the night for me were definitely Lady Gaga's performance because, you know, she's the queen of the gays. But number one, that was amazing. There were a lot of good performances. Like Chloe and Halle were good.
Oh my God, yes. Love them.
Maluma's performance was cute. The Weeknd's performance was cute. There was drama about the fireworks because we actually found out that they were real. It was pre-filmed on Thursday night, so the people that were in that area in Hudson Yards complained a lot about the noise and stuff from all the pyrotechnics. But it did make for a great visual, so I will give them that. The low point of it were, of course, they're missing a live audience. You know, they didn't have that energy, that whole, you know, the thing that makes a live show great. So it was definitely cute. It definitely needed more. And the one thing that they did do well, I feel, Keke Palmer mentioned Black Lives Matter. The Weeknd mentioned Breonna Taylor and Jacob Blake. And, you know, all these things that are relevant to the times right now. The biggest thing for me, and I think for everyone, you know, especially in the past week, was the memoriam, especially dedicated to Chadwick Boseman. R.I.P. to him. And we want to just send out, actually, this show. Me and Jay want to dedicate it to him and his legacy because we think that in such a short time, he left such an amazing imprint. For the culture.
He was the shit.
And honestly, I just think that overall the VMAs were very good, but I can't wait for it to get back to normal and them have a real show, hopefully next year. So fingers crossed. And now we're gonna jump right into our sports section.
Yes,
okay.
Oh my God. So there's so much going on in the world of sports. First things first, Messi is staying. We thought that he was done, but we thought wrong. We thought completely wrong. Messi is staying on top. The T on top of that, in relation to the whole social climate that we have going on. Former basketball player Steve Nash actually just got a head coaching job for the New York Nets. Mm-hmm. And it is a display of white privilege in the sense that nowhere in the last, I want to say maybe 27 years of Stephen A. Smith's career, he's been around for a while, has there ever been a man of color or a black man specifically that has gotten such a position without ever having a position in the sport. He's never been a head coach. He doesn't have the credentials. Long story short, is he deserving of it? I don't think so. But back to Messi real quick. Petty. I think Mr. Messi is petty. Petty. I don't think he was leaving. I think he just did all of that to make a show. Control and manipulate the media. Anyways, moving on.
Jumping right in to our new news for the babies in town. Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom welcome their new baby, Daisy Dove Bloom. Congrats to them.
Dee Bloom. I can't get over how cute that is.
Right? And Homegirl's having a great week because she also released her album and it received pretty good reviews from the critics. So congrats to Katy Perry. Definitely check out the album. I've listened to it. There's a few tracks that I think are good little dance numbers. And I think, you know, congrats to her for being able to take out her depression and find, you know, a light and be able to parlay it into this artistic little thing.
Are we being nice to her because she just had a baby, or are we pulling her back from the cancel bucket?
So far, I will say I am liking the direction she's going, and me and Jay have discussed that we don't want to necessarily be a part of cancel culture. So we will say that we are liking the direction that she is going, and we're happy that she is going in a good direction. And speaking of trying to go in good directions, Miss Bella Thorne went completely in the wrong direction with her OnlyFans debut, honey. No. So she got all the sex workers mad at her, okay? We will give her a little bit...
everybody.
We will give her a little bit of props for making a record of making $1 million in a day. However, it was pretty much scammed because she offered up nudes but didn't really put any of them on there. So
my thing is, if she really cares, give up that money that she made, because I haven't heard anything about her giving back that $1 million. So
what's up, Bella? What's up?
Create a fund. She did really care about the sex worker. Create a fund.
She did issue an apology, but it was kind of half-assed.
That's not enough. That's not enough.
That's not.
Words.
But you know what, guys? We're going to take a quick little break. Please enjoy this little clip of Jay cooking up something beautiful for you guys. Be right back.
My Asian eggplant.
I'ma hit it in the morning cause I'm whiskey dipping. Got my butter out in cash for flipping seconds free, bro.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Thanks for sticking around. So we're going to jump right in. We're switching gears a little bit from our pop culture section to our politics section. So it might be a little heavy for you guys, but please bear with us. We wanted to talk about mainly Black Lives Matter because we're not going to stop talking about it until everyone understands. And our latest issue with police brutality is Jacob Blake and the man who was shot 7 times in the back. And, you know, the biggest thing...
In front of his children.
In front of his children. There's no line. Like, there's no aspect of being a black man or, you know, a black person in this country that gives, like, humanity to them, to these white supremacists. You know what I mean? Like, you can show them complying and it's like, but they'll dig in their past and find, you know, a history of some type of, you know, arrest record for some shit. And they'll try to make that
some of these guys ain't even like white supremacists or anything like that, but they are policemen who are using excessive force, who are killing people day after day after day, who are scared. Like, a lot of things that I'm seeing, it's not that I'm showing compassion, but I try to see all sides of a story. And some of the things that I see are these officers are not prepared. They're scared. They're trigger happy.
They're not at all. They're not prepared. It's ridiculous that you're required to take more intensive hours of training to become a barber than you are to become a police officer. Like, it's about 600 hours.
And they're supposed to uphold the law. How can you have someone upholding the law that doesn't know the law?
It doesn't make sense because it takes you 600 hours, they claim, to be, like, proficient enough in this to actively report to duty. However, it takes you 8 years of law school to learn how to defend a person, to uphold the law. Like, it doesn't make sense. Nothing about it makes sense. And honestly, we're just tired of it. And we're seeing how tired everyone is of it in our sports, in the NBA and the WNBA. Everywhere. And, you know, all these sports people really, these athletes standing up and saying, like, we're not going to play until you guys get it in your fucking head that, like, we're not just here for your entertainment. We're human beings.
And some of them are even going as far as requesting and holding private meetings with these owners who are the ones who essentially are controlling everything. These owners, people don't even realize that it's beyond the players. It's beyond the coaches, the managers. It's mostly about these owners. They have so many bits and pieces all over the pot. Like, some of these owners own other teams in like other sports. Some of them own Unilever. Some of them own like conglomerates. I mean, I wouldn't say a conglomerate because I don't even know if there's like a true conglomerate anymore. It's kind of hard in this day and age, especially
but listen,
with everything
there's plenty,
going public.
Their reach is far, basically. And the fact that it's not more influential on the side of right is bothering more people. And it's a good thing. I think in that same vein, you know, we just recently had the March on Washington again. And, you know, the main thing, again, Black lives still matter. Like, and we're going to keep driving this through to anybody that tunes in. If you guys aren't into that, then you're not going to be into our show. So,
Sorry.
Apologies.
We might hit you with a Black Lives Matter right after a pop culture recap, you know? So it's just what it is.
Okay, get into it. But with that, at the March on Washington, you know, a full circle moment because Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s granddaughter gave a speech, and it was extremely moving. And, you know, basically saying, like, we are going to fulfill my grandfather's legacy. And, you know, if anything, if anybody's tuning in, if anybody has that fire in them right now for justice, for standing up for what's right, you know, use us as an outlet too. Comment, subscribe, tell us things that you want us to talk about, and we'll get into it. You know, we're not above getting to the nitty gritty, guys.
We're not above or beneath.
Okay, and with that, we'll say thank you guys so much for tuning in. We hope that you guys enjoy our topics, and please let us know if you want us to cover anything from pop culture to current events to Black Lives Matter.
Anything.
We're here for it.
That's it. Subscribe and follow and share.
Yes, follow.
Bye, guys.
Bye.